Hello, everyone, and welcome back to JaianMusic Notes. And today's episode is extremely exciting for me. I am here with fourth place finisher of Ears versus AI, the anime soundtrack showdown, the anime recommender himself, ACR. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much. And just so you know, I should have been number one in that. Like, that was a scam. I just want my money back again.
There was no money to win.
It still hurt my soul.
It was just an anime showdown of soundtracks that listeners should go check out. Today, man, I am throwing this idea to ACR, and I don't think he's fully convinced, but we're going through with it. We're trying it out. This is going to be a very experimental episode of JaianMusic Notes. It might not even finish the whole series of ideas we have, but we're going to try the first iteration of it here. I'd like to welcome all of the listeners to the Anime Music Alphabet, a new series where ACR and I work through A to Z. Each letter, we pick an anime soundtrack and we deep dive it into a conversation. So it forces us to explore animes we might not normally cover. It creates a structure for recommendations, and it's a complete journey through anime music history in a sense. But before we get into all that, of course, a big thank you to Laser Audio Technologies. Whether you're creating experimental soundscapes or just wanting high energy music or bizarre things happening to your soundtracks, Laser's got you covered with their experimental creative effects plugins. If you use code JaianMusic, you get 30% off, and every dollar generated from that code goes straight back into the podcast, such as GoPro Kyo, who does all of the artwork. So, ACR, how do you feel about this anime music alphabet concept?
I mean, like you said, the pitch is good. I'm just not 100% in it, but I mean, after we do this first episode, maybe I'll feel it a little bit more. But it was fun. It was really fun, like going through like all the list of animes and the A's and B's and all that stuff. That was kind of fun. I was like, oh, I remember this anime. Like, let me listen again to the opening, because I had to listen to a bunch of openings again because I didn't remember much of them.
Me too.
It gave me like a little throwback feeling again. So that's kind of nice.
Absolutely. That was the whole concept for me. I feel like it's going to allow me to reach for like anime soundtracks I literally forgot about, or it's even made me discover like new animes that I haven't even heard of beforehand. So it's going to be like it's just going to be fun. This whole series is just like a way to like find out about more anime soundtracks, add more stuff to the playlist that ACR said he would once share with us. I'm just trying to like get through to that. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
All right. I feel like I'll go first, just kind of set the tone here.
Show me what you got.
I feel like if we're going to start with the letter A, we got to start with a bang. We got to start with something explosive. Something that marked anime music. Something that is historical. Something from not the 2020s, not the 2010s, not the 2000s, not even the 90s, ACR. I'm going all the way back to 1988, a little film directed by Katsuhiro Otomo, who also created the manga, by the way. A cyberpunk dystopia set in this destructive Tokyo. I'm talking about Akira.
I should have. I don't know why I didn't think about that one. Like, it was in my list too, but I was like, let me. I don't know who was the bigger fan, but don't worry, I didn't take Akira. It's all yours. Go for it.
There we go. So we're safe. So far, so good. If we can get through this whole alphabet with me and you not having a similar pick, I would be so happy. Because walking into these, ACR and I don't know what he's picking. He doesn't know what I'm picking. So it's free. It's free game. It's a free game. So essentially, here we got a whole anime film that's about Canada and Tetsuo. Kaneda is like this biker gang leader, and Tetsuo is his friend who gains like these insane psychic powers, to put it very simply. And it's all about like a film on corruption, power, destruction, technology versus humanity. The anime introduced. I feel like it was a big reason why the West like understood Japanese animation more. It had a massive budget. It was anime before voice recording, so it's the reverse of the normal process. It premiered in 1988, like I said, and the music, in my opinion, is as experimental as the animation. When you look at Akira's animation, you're thinking, what is going on here? Is this like just a really weird thing? It is. And there's no like traditional orchestra here. We got synthesizers, chants, the use of a gamelan, and the music drives the narrative as much as the visuals. To me too, like, the reason why I felt like the music was so important and on why I wanted to pick it, we used a Japanese music collective here. It was a huge orchestral thing, and we had people from all over the world, and like the film score was super experimental. It was recorded before the animation was complete. And all they had was like storyboards and descriptions, and they just used all these weird chants, like instruments that like Asian instruments, and they recorded at a bunch of different locations. We're talking Indonesian instruments, Balinese gamelan, recorded like in Victor Aoyama studio, like 3 other studios, no need to name all of them. And the music was just like such a part of the film. Then obviously the film comes out, but beforehand we have the symphonic suite of Akira, 10 tracks, released, like fully orchestrated suites, and I feel like you can listen to it without the film. And then we have, of course, the motion picture sound track, like so many releases. Like, before I nerd out too much about this, because I have a lot more to say. What are your thoughts here, ACR, as I like bring in the humongousness of Akira?
Like, we can't deny that Akira's been one of the biggest anime out there. Like, it shaped so many different like genre out there. It created so many like new anime because of Akira. Like, the technology, the effort, the music, everything that was put in that is amazing. I don't even know it took me so much time to just watch it, sincerely. Like, I watched it like really late. I would say like maybe like 2013 later or something like that. But it is an amazing choice. I thought about adding that in the list, but I'm like, knowing you would not leave Akira alone. So I took a gamble, and my gamble was right.
Good. I appreciate that. There's like another thing here about Akira. Well, there's more than just another thing. I really believe that this like score had so much like eclecticness. We have like the Kaneda track, the Tetsuo track, Shomoyo track. Oh, I'm butchering these things. But like just all these different interlocking rhythmic patterns, different pitches, character functions, rebellious energy for the Kaneda track, but the mental breakdown of the Tetsuo track. They were musically complex. This is not like a regular like song structure. It's really like bizarre. We have other tracks that are slow and meditative, with almost no rhythmic sections, just like droning voices. There's so many different like places to go for here, and if I'm not mistaken, there was. So do you know what is to me like a big thing? How can I put a big thing for me on like why a track is a big deal, or why an anime soundtrack is a big deal?
Why?
Is like 10 years, 20 years later, like a re-release of the soundtrack. right? And in August 21st, 2024, they literally re-released Akira Remix. We are talking about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, a double side vinyl with 13 tracks on one side and 6 on the other.
Ooh. Did you get it though? Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it. I'm getting the information off of Discogs right now. We're talking literally, like, let me just run you through the instruments here. Drums, flute, guitar, keyboards, percussion, synthesizer, taiko, Tsuzumi again, vocals again, production, programmed, sound design, remixing. This double disc length is insane. It's obviously soundtrack, it's score, it's Amazon, it's stage and screen, it's electronic. Like, we're talking of a very, very eclectic and like full soundtrack here. Huge soundtrack, undeniable. Watch Akira if you haven't already. I'm not trying to spoil the anime too much here, but what do you think? Like, he just like, maybe we can start like slowly concluding on this one. Like, what do you think, ACR? As all this information hitting your brain right now.
Well, no doubt that whatever you said there, I second that 100% because when I listened to Akira, I was waiting for like maybe like a more generic type of anime in a sense. But what make it really like apart for some animes is the way the sound is made. It's not, I wouldn't say like if you're a beginner in anime, don't watch it. No, watch it 100%. You have to, but you have to be open. Like it really bring you into the atmosphere of the anime, into the drama, like the fighting scene, or even like this little moment when they just talk, that little mystery moment. You can feel it in the air. You can feel it in the music. So definitely, Akira is one of the top. They do it so well. I don't have anything more to say about it. Like it's just good. Actually, like if in the list, I don't know what we're gonna add next in the list. But I would probably say right away, soundtracks, Akira would be top one in our list. I'm pretty sure.
It's gonna be hard to beat Akira. I'm telling you right now, my B pick is not beating Akira. But the thing for me that I want to conclude on Akira itself is, if you're interested in experimental film scores, if you want to hear gamelan music in a more modernized experimental context, if you appreciate world music fusion, like, world music is such a good way to put it for me, because there's so many like different cultural immersions of sound and music in there. This is the soundtrack for you. And like, just go listen to this symphonic suite, Akira, all the way through. I listened to it a bunch of times today. Lovely soundtrack. ACR, I will speak no more. Please. What is your subpar A pick? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
All right. So for me, I went with I'm not sure if I talked about this anime. I think maybe once in one of our anime podcasts. But it's one of my favorite. I've grown watching that on YouTube because your man didn't have a membership for that. But definitely, it's called Air Gear. I'm pretty sure you know Air Gear, right?
I have no idea what this is.
Oh my lord!
But this is good. This is good. This is the whole point. This is why this works.
What are we gonna do with you now, huh? But technically, Air Gear was an anime that came out in like 2006, if I'm not wrong, like April, September, something like that. There's maybe like 1 or 2 season max. Really good. It's more of a, just to give you a context about the anime, it's more of a fast-paced anime with like, the music type is more of like a high-tech fighting type of music. So the nice thing about Air Gear is it's not like your typical fighting anime. I did say it's a sport anime also, right? So they use rollerblade. It's a world where rollerblade, they normally call that air check. It's the motorized high-tech skates. So
what?
The plot about the anime, without giving too much information, it's a main guy called Itsuki, and he's just middle school, just like enjoying freedom and everything. And he started getting into that like air track competition, and he built a team called the Sky Pirates. And he's like, yo, I just want to be the top. I just want to be the best. So all throughout like the start of the anime, I would say it gave you like that kind of like little Naruto type of vibe where like he started as a noob, but he just get better and better. But he's not too OP also. Like you really see him him grind 3D anime, and the music just set up the space. The space of the anime correctly. So I really dig that anime a lot. I mean, if you like Rollerblade, you're definitely gonna enjoy that. One of the song I recommend is it's an opening song. I think
it's called Chain, apparently.
You what? Where did you pull that? Why are you stealing my song, sir? But yes, exactly. Like, it is called Chain.
Yeah. I'm looking into what you're saying. Okay. I'm doing my research. I'm making sure I'm following the plot here. Sorry if I jumped the gun.
Yeah. So the I think the band, I don't know if it's a one person. Yeah, it's a band. I think it's back on, and they do a lot of music here and there. It's more like I would say it's more like a rock type of song. Like it gave you like, you know, fighting vibes a little bit, but not too much. The music is, I fell in love. Like for me, sometimes when I watch anime, even though I'm not a big fan of the anime, if the opening just hit me good, I'll watch it. But Air Gear, regardless, music, anime, both of them are top, lovely.
So here's the thing for me. I'm listening to Chain in the background, like very low volume as we're talking, just to get a vibe, like really just to get a vibe. And this opening is just like a wall of sound. It hit right you in the face, like energy, like high octane, like we're digging, like we're just like scraping into your ears with like the distortion of the guitar, the hard slams of the drums, and the vocals. Just like they're kind of like fast, snappy vocals. You know what I mean? Like sitting in the rhythmic pockets. I'm really liking what I'm hearing here. Good, and then you go to the Air Gear original soundtrack, and the album is called "What a Groovy Trick," and the second song is called "Sky Grinder." And it sounds like it's been in every battle video game I've ever played. Yes. It's just like the sequence, like vocal sample with like kick drums, fully arpeggiated, little guitar lead things going on. I am really happy I'm discovering this. Apparently 34 songs on this album. Very nice discovery today. I really appreciate you sharing this with me, ACR. Really, like, this is really nice.
No
Very
problem.
nice.
As I say, I always try to add a little bit something new in the mix. We always talk about a lot of anime, a lot of popular animes, but sometimes I'm gonna give love to like the little smaller one. I mean, I wouldn't say like Air Gear is a small anime, but not a lot of people know Air Gear. If you weren't like watching anime back in the days, like, and if you started anime later on in your life, you probably didn't hear about Air Gear. But if you were watching anime like in the 2000s, definitely you probably saw like a video somewhere, a trailer somewhere. It was really hyped. I'm really sad that they didn't do like a new season or like a rebirth version with like new characters and everything. But look, I still have faith even in 2026.
So here's what it is. If I may move to my next pick here, my last pick technically,
I shall permit.
I am picking something that I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's that. I was listening to the soundtrack post selection, like a little bit more. You're like, oh, I think I'm gonna go with this. Like, it's good. Like, I think it's cool. And I was like, actually, before I get into all that, let me introduce the anime here to you.
Thank you. I was like, what is he talking about? What is that anime? I'm curious now.
It's came out in the 2000s. It's produced by TMS Entertainment, the people who did Detective Conan, Lupin the Third. It's based on a very popular toy series. The premise here is we got mysterious cards falling from the sky, kids discovering these creatures, and then battle ensuing.
It ringing bells, but I'm not sure.
We've got multiple seasons.
And it started with an A, you said?
It starts with a B.
Oh, is it Bakugan?
Bakugan Battle Brawlers, yes.
Yeah, okay. I remember that trailer, that opening, like, because you only said card falling from the sky. I'm like, there's only one anime that I think I saw some card falling from the sky, but yes.
Yeah, Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Composer is Takayuki Negishi. I want to make sure I'm saying that properly. Let me just Google the name. I just really want to make sure I'm not like butchering that. So I was listening to the soundtrack, and there's definitely things I like, right? The opening, Japanese rock, heavy guitars, vocal melody right in your face. I love it. High energy rock, like classic anime opening. Very hype. Had some earworm factor to it for sure. But then you go on YouTube and you type in Bakugan Battle Brawlers OST, and then you find a playlist and it's BGM 1, BGM 2, BGM 3, BGM 4, BGM 5. And I was like, what is this? And it's literally just background music 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I listened to the first one. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's like going, oh, this is also kind of cool. But I felt very reminiscent of one Sonic X episode I've done with Hotshot and Kyo, where there's like this whole duality in that anime soundtrack where they do like a Japanese score and a 4Kids score, and the 4Kids score is very drag and droppy. It's like villain music, so dark synthesizers. This felt extremely drag and droppy to me. I was listening to these tracks and I was like, nah, this isn't doing it for me. The endings and the openings, bang on. So happy about them. But the background music, like, it's cool. It works, but it just feels some type of gap. It's not like crafted with love like Akira.
That's true, yeah.
So that's like my overall take. Obviously, take it wherever you want from that, ACR.
I mean, we all know Bakugan was really famous all worldwide. Like, I don't know any kids who didn't have a Bakugan, like, except if your parents didn't want you to get one, like mine. But, like,
the trauma is real.
The intro, like, for me, like, the opening was alright. It was like, for me, it was like a generic, like, you're just watching like those like on YTV, so accurate, YouTube, though. Like on a Sunday, you're like, oh, Bakugan's coming on, and like it didn't really like make me feel like I really want to watch Bakugan. The genre was just okay for me personally. Like the OST and the background sound, you said it correctly. Like, it's not like wow. It's just enough to be like, okay, yeah, it's part of the anime, but there is something missing. You don't have that. It don't bring up that thrill whenever like you watch Bakugan. Like, what kind of make me feel of like what made me want to watch Bakugan was more like the fights more than the music. Like, there's some animes you'll watch, you'll hear the music like, oh my god, I'm getting hype, and that shit get you hype. But Bakugan's like, we're just here for the battle, for the evolution. The sound is alright. It's more of a background, and it don't take that much space. But it's okay place. It's okay place. I'm not a hater. I just want to say.
No, I don't think you're out of pocket at all with what you're saying. Like, this soundtrack, like, take away the openings and endings for the Bakugan Battle Brawlers soundtrack. That is such a tongue twister. Take away the openings and endings to Bakugan Battle Brawlers, and you've essentially removed 90% of the hype, which is really what the music in Bakugan's about. That, like, it's battle literally in the name of the anime. It's gotta be like high octane, distorted guitars, driving drums, like, intense music. But the most intense and upbeat music is opening and closing the animes. The rest, drag and drop hype music here and there. Like, just like kind of with no soul.
Bakugan. We still got love though. I still got love.
Sure. I mean, there's also like video game soundtracks.
Yeah, they did a bunch
Bakugan.
of video games too. That's true. I feel I don't know why, but I didn't listen to like any of the video game soundtrack. But I feel like the video game soundtrack are maybe a little bit better. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a bit better.
Listen, I'm gonna say something to you right now. I genuinely feel like we're talking about a pretty dismissible anime in comparison to like more popular series such as Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beyblade that also had like it's a clone with a different toy. The music is just like more generic and disposable in that same sense, but there's still a passion for the show, and the music does have like some orchestral legitimacy. There's character themes that have some depth. There's battle music with a certain extent of variety, but the commercial art is still very much product and commercial based for me. So if you want to watch this anime, sure, but like honestly, it's just for the nostalgia. That's all I see it as.
You know me, I'm not a person who like rewatch stuff, and like Bakugan, like if you have like a younger, like a niece or like a young cousin or whatever, and you don't know what to like put on the TV, just put Bakugan. He's gonna love it, definitely. Like, and you're gonna watch it with him. You're like, oh, I remember that scene. Oh, so it's good memories, definitely.
Fair enough. What is your second and last pick, ACR?
All right, I have a little plot twist. Okay.
Oh gosh.
It's not a big plot twist. It's just a small one, you know. So I looked a lot, and in the A's, there was only Air Gear that I really liked, and the music also. All the other, like, I didn't have time to explore all of the anime starting with an A, but most of them, like, it didn't really bring anything in my soul. There's probably some good ones, but, you know, time is kind of short when you're working full time. But I do want to put a special recommendation for like an anime that's kind of outside the box, because also let's not forget it's February, so it's, you know,
I mean, by the time this comes out, it's gonna be like in June, so it's like we're gonna be in a different like month. But I
damn you, sir. But I was gonna the plot twist hit back to me. We're gonna add. I'm not gonna talk a lot about that one. Just a quick short. Afro Samurai. So Afro Samurai, I mean, I just want to say a little shout out to that one, as you know, a lot of animes, they have like their like guitar song, all that stuff, a bit more like jazzy or whatever. So but Afro Samurai is one of those anime, a bit like Samurai Champloo, who play a bit more of like hip hop, but compared to like Samurai Champloo, Afro Samurai is more like heavy hip hop, like really like street hip hop. So it's kind of fun, like when you watch a lot of animes and you just fall into Afro Samurai, you just hear like deep underground hip hop playing. You're like, oh, okay, that's kind of different. I wasn't expecting that, but that's just a little cream of the top. We're not talking about that today.
Yeah, so let's go to that's a nice little honorable mention for the A's, and I appreciate that. If I could think off the top of my head of I mean, the very first like soundtrack for me, it's Attack on Titan, wall to wall, incredible soundtrack. It was the very first like guest episode topic with Juan Gomez on the podcast. So I appreciate that. But let's go to your B pick. Yes.
A B pick. I mean, okay. This one I feel like you kind of know a little bit, but it's I don't want to mess up the name. Bakemono Gatari.
Nah, man, I'm learning so much today.
Okay. So technically, this anime came out like 2009, like around summertime. Just a good description there. It's more like I would say it's a supernatural anime with like a high school student who get inflicted by apparition. Let's say like demon, ghost, all that stuff, all that like little occult stuff. So it's more like a psychology drama mystery, and there's also a lot of like they talk a lot in between each other, but it's really funny. Like it have a good sense of humor also in there. And one of the songs that like I love it. It's like my secret love. I don't want to say to people that I like that song, but it's so catchy. It's a song made by Kana Hanazawa, Renee Circulation, and I'm pretty sure even if you don't watch anime, you probably heard that on like TikTok or somewhere. And I know right now you're listening to it, Jaian. You have to
listen. I'm kind of like looking at this whole soundtrack here, and I'm saying that we got a lot going on with this soundtrack. We got like, go ahead, no, because I'm gonna go on a tangent.
and I know like you have you like background sound and everything like that. It's the tension in the anime and the music that they play. They don't like too heavy on the OST, but they have like a particular really nice sound vibe to the anime that I like when they put like their OST or music in there. But definitely go for it.
I appreciate that. For me, like the thing here is that I looked a little bit on like the there's this website VGMDB .net, and I think it's videogamemusicdatabase.net.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at the Bake Monogatari Complete Music Works Songs and Soundtracks release.
Mm-hmm.
Released by Aniplex. Of course, it's Aniplex.
Aniplex.
We got producer, composition, and arranging by the same person involved, Satoru Kosaki. And we got vocals from 5 different vocalists. We got piano, strings, drums, bass guitar, string arrangements. Like, it's a complete soundtrack.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I really feel like the best way to describe it to me, and I looked into it, I have covered some songs from this anime.
Mm.
Specifically, I've covered Jinchiku, Sanju Gahara Tore, and Sugar Sweet Nightmare. All in like different iterations, 2 in 2023, 1 in 2025. And to me, like, this soundtrack speaks of like fullness. Not necessarily wall to wall, but a soundtrack that's able to be fully orchestral and also small ensemble. And to me, like, that's really nice. And we talk about like some very nice vocal production as well. Just a very complete soundtrack for sure. And I really appreciate you bringing this one up, ACR.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you have any final thoughts on this one, or we can like slowly?
That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know if you like the song that the Renee Circulation. Like, maybe the beginning you don't really know what it is, but like the if you go like at the middle of the song, you'll hear the catchy song part. Definitely. All my girls out there love that song. I play that to my niece. Oh my goodness. Worst decision of my life. Every time she's like, play the song. I'm like, okay.
Like, listening to Renee's Circulation, this is like, I hate saying this out loud, this is 100% going to end up, or has been, in an anime speed tunes like contest. This is a soundtrack that's like, just like simple boppiness with like just like the vocal just sitting in the like little rhythmic pockets, and like just nice little musical layers supporting the vocal. I really like this song. Definitely has like ear-warm factor to it. Very catchy, but overall, like I said, like, very complete soundtrack. So I really appreciate your pick on that one, ACR. As we slowly close things out, let's say we did an A pick, a B pick. How are we feeling about the format, ACR? Is it cool? Do you want to go CD, or do you want to stop here? Like, how are you feeling?
You put an impression on me like that live?
I know, man.
Goodness.
I
just want to say I don't want to continue at all. No.
Okay.
I'm just playing with you.
Dude.
No. I definitely like. I like it. I thought it's gonna be a bit more like. I don't know what I thought about it at first when you pitched me the idea. I was a bit I was like, but actually now that I went through it, I do like the concept, and I like the fact that I can browser back like all the anime that I watch and like those letters and be like, oh yeah, and I have to like there's so many animes that I lost because I made a list, I lost the list, I made another list, and I lost the list.
MyAnimeList.net.
I know, you told me that like 10 years ago. I'm just slacking. So I'll have to use that now.
No stress. Appreciate you, ACR, for taking the time today. It's been a pleasure. Where can people find you online?
So I started streaming back again on my Twitch once a week for the moment. If you're trying to catch me, you'll catch me on Tuesday or sometimes on the Saturday during the day. But my Twitch is CK_Genesis with 1 S on the Genesis. But yeah, so come by, say hello. I play a bit of everything, just chatting, nothing. I'm really lighthearted, so nothing crazy, just good vibes, and that's it. And some good music too.
I love it. Can't wait for you to. I can't wait for you to like come back for another episode. Appreciate you taking the time today. Reminder to everyone that they can follow JaianMusic Notes in their favorite podcatcher. And you can follow me on social media at JaianMusic, and of course, JaianMusic.com is my website. A big thank you to Laser Audio Technologies for sponsoring the podcast. Use code JaianMusic for 30% off, and shout out to GoPro Keo for the artwork. That'll be everything for today. Thank you so much. So for myself and ACR, it's been another episode of JaianMusic Notes. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.